Hello, I'm Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service. I've been teaching, guiding, writing, and lecturing on fly fishing since 1982. Well, let's get to this week's fly fishing report. Well, it's summertime. Everything's fishing good. I'm having fun out there. And in particular, I'm fly fishing the Upper Owens River because it's as good as I can remember. And I've been fishing it for a long time. Been guiding a lot of clients up there. Yep, that's what I like to do when I'm not in here doing fish reports for you. I'm out there fishing, teaching guys how to fly fish. And it's so good right now in the Upper Owens. What are we doing? Well, we're nymphing. Oh yeah, I'm dry fly fishing. And if you want, we can pull streamers because everything is working. And what are we catching? Well, we're catching rainbows and browns from as little as 3 inches up to 12 or 15 inches. And last week, we caught a rarity. We actually caught a 12-inch cutthroat. That's a juvenile. There just aren't a lot of juvenile cutthroats in the Upper Owens River system, or for that matter, the tributaries to Crawley Lake. So right now, we're fishing there. And what are we doing? Well, for the nymphs, I'm using a size 18 beaded flashback pheasant tail or a size 16 beadhead flashback gold-ribbed hares here. Dry flies, we're using Adams parachutes, size 16 or 18. We're using pale morning duns in a size 16. We're using elk hair caddis in a size 16. And then we're using stimulators in a size 10 or a 12, and we're starting to fish a few hoppers up there. We're fishing those in a 12 or a 14. Okay, let's go over to Hot Creek. It's fishing good. The canyon section in particular, loaded with weeds. It's hard. You got to fish the tiny little channels between the weeds. Best way to do that is fish a dry fly. And what am I using? Well, started off with tricos in the morning, size 22, either using a female dun or switching to the spinners in there. Then, what are we doing? Well, we're switching to the blue wing olives, and then after that, we're switching to the gray caddis in a size 20. And I'm using parachute caddis, and I'm also using the X caddis. All right, let's go to the Freestones, Rock Creek. Water's starting to drop a little bit, making it easier to get in there and fish, and it's been fun. What do I fish in there? Well, I fish a size 16 ounce parachute and a size 16 beadhead flashback gold-ribbed hares here. I get most of the fish on the Adams, but I catch enough fish on the nymph that guess what? Hares here is what I'm fishing because it's helping me up the numbers. And speaking of numbers, it's producing good in there. I'm getting anywhere from 10 to 20 fish in there. Nothing big, rainbows, browns, and the occasional brookie, depending on where in Rock Creek I'm fishing. All right, Bishop Creek Canyon, same thing. Water levels are starting to drop just a little bit, starting to allow us to wait around, fish a little bit better, still be a little cautious in there. And oh yeah, it's particularly North Lake, which I like fishing. Guess what? Tons of mosquitoes. If you're up in the flats, fishing where the flooded vegetation is, where the inlet is, but the other side is, I had a client, worked hard to get her fishing, caught her a few fish. 2 days later, she went and fished the inlet with my favorite dry and dropper routine, caught 20 fish. That's the best I can ever ask of a client. Get out there and do it on your own, figure it out, catch a bunch of fish. So that was totally awesome. All right, Bishop Creek Canal, we're getting afternoon thunderstorms. Because of that, we can get out and fish because it's not so hot. We're still catching fish. It's just too hot for me. I melt. And by the way, in the rainstorms we're getting, I'm not a witch, so I'm not melting. All right, so what I'm doing out there, afternoons, I'm starting to see hoppers. Throwing a few hoppers, throwing a few elk hair caddis, but still primarily nymphing with beadhead flashback pheasant tails. Then we're using the green gold wire prince nymph, the stoner nymph, and then the gold-ribbed hares there. Well, this has been Fred Rowe from Sarah Bright Dot Fly Fishing Guide Service, bringing you the fish report. I can be found on Instagram, Facebook, then on lpptv.us, and every Tuesday at Mahogany Smoked Meats.